when we had already bid submitted? Did we republish this in the paper for another bid to come in? And no reply. And I guess one of my big things is, there's been meetings held, which there's no minutes. As a town person, I am paying my taxes for you to sit there and help support this town. We have no minutes and we have legal rights to those. Anybody else have anything or else I want to do?
For those of you who don't know, all you have to do is...
Mr. Reader,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
you're still our town attorney, correct?
Yes.
Because that's been a unsure thing.
Yes.
So, can you say that this town board has been following the laws within the last 90 days of their meetings?
They've been following the laws, yes, they have.
So,
In fact, we've even been to court on several of those issues, and the town has won.
okay, the town has won, and all those minutes from the meeting have miraculously appeared.
I don't know anything other than the fact that there was a request by an attorney, John Wilson, for minutes, and my understanding is from the clerk treasurer that the minutes requested were delivered to that attorney.
And who requested the dates? He did.
Attorney John Wilson, who's here today, yes.
Okay, John, where did you get those minutes, or dates for those minutes?
I received the minutes that I requested just today. And I requested certain dates for certain legal reasons. I intend to request more.
Thank you for that.
Mr. Reader is correct. We did have one hearing on a certain issue. We intend to probably readdress that issue at some point, plus other issues. We don't believe this is a done issue, and we intend to follow up with it.
So this will continue to be research.
Absolutely.
Especially, my biggest concern is with meeting our chief of police, supposedly put in his 2 weeks notice, which he did not have a written form. The board did not have a written form of his 2 weeks notice. And as a townsperson, I want to make sure my son and my family is protected. There was no minutes because, first of all, that was an illegal meeting because the whole board wasn't there. Those are the things that I want to address. Because I want to protect it. I want to be able to say, go son, have a good time. I want the kids to be able to walk down the street. I want to get out of my driveway.
Well, and I agree with that 100%, and I certainly represent the same. Okay, so any of those issues by anybody else that we can address to this board who have made the decisions they have made, whether legal or illegal, we'll deal with that later.
Can I have a list of dates? Can I provide those to you, or should I provide those to you or to provide those minutes?
At this point, I'm only getting minutes that I want, okay? And we'll be requesting those. And if anybody wants to contact my office, I'm in the phone book.
I'm glad to do that. The last public board meeting, you voted to not to renew Mr. Reese's contract. So how can you fire a agent, have a contract? And what is your plan since how Mr. Reese was injured in the line of duty the day before that meeting? So Ann has been unable physically to work. And at this point, do we have, and I do not appreciate your disrespect of attacking your fingers on the thing. Mr. Harper, I'm speaking directly to you. I do not appreciate.
Your time's about up, ma'am. Make it good.
I don't appreciate you
Sure.
tapping your fingers. I show you disrespect to the citizens of this town. Your body language is basically saying it. And I live here and I'm paying your wages to sit there to support me as a town person. the same question since there's not been an answer from the board. I mean, how can you fire Sam when first of all, he gave a 2-week notice, then there was no 2-week notice, oh, that meeting didn't happen. Okay, now he doesn't have a contract with us. Well, he hasn't had a contract with us for many, many years. And then he's been injured on the job, and you can fire him, why he's on a leave, of what sort, I'm not aware of. I mean, he was injured on the job protecting his town, actually right outside your home. Did you see this incident?
Did I see him get injured?
Yes.
No. I didn't see any of the 5.
But yet, as an officer, did you not speak with him? As the incident or after the incident?
If it is alleged that I have had any part to do with that, understand it's an allegation.
I guess my point is, as the chief of police at that time,
Yeah?
as a citizen, and especially in your position, it would be your responsibility to make sure our chief of police is safe. And I guess once it's right in front of your house, I know where I live on Home Avenue, I know the cars that come up and down there, I know my neighbors. If you see an unusual car, you pay attention. That's why I live in this small town. So we all know each other, we take care of each other. I can move to Fishers, that's where I work, but I choose to live here. Does anybody have anything else?
Okay.
Before we move on, I want to ask a question. Mark, don't you have every meeting or minutes for every meeting we've had?
All
Okay.
of those except for second Wednesdays. And there was no.
When we paid bills and stuff?
Pay bills, typical meeting.
Okay.
Gathered to pay bills. I will tell you that typically after that was done, typically we leave the room. So I didn't record any minutes.
Okay.
So.
What are specific dates that
I don't have those on top.
I'm getting
One,
tired
but I have
of
to
this.
look at it. You have a question, sir? I have
Are you going to some of that?
Hold on. Are you finished talking? I'm asking, I'm not.
I know, I know.
Okay, continue on
But
with that.
I don't want to.
Well, you can't relinquish the floor is what I'm getting at. So once you relinquish the floor,
And I'm not resident here, and I want other people to have the opportunity to speak.
and I will give them that
And I don't
opportunity.
want to take up all the time, because I want other people to have the opportunity to speak. Let's be honest.
You're well over your 2 or 3 minutes, but keep going.
Why did you, this sign that now has 40 person capacity. When that sign went up, that should have went up by a fire inspection. Do you have that fire inspection? Because those 40 people capacity signs just aren't arbitrarily made up. There's specific guidelines that are required by the state for those types of signs.
You're very
And they
correct.
have, codes on them.
You're very correct. And that's what it
And
was.
that's being addressed.
It has been addressed. It's a done issue.
But again, this is your choice to put that sign up to limit the people in there.
Do you know that you say my choice? Excuse me, I'll let you talk. Let me talk. My choice, I was directed to put that up. I was directed to see that the fire marshal's actions were enforced. So it was not me that brought the 40 limit to the building. It was not me.
Who did?
That you should look up through the state fire marshal's code.
Oh, I was understanding that.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Go ahead, I'm gonna.
She has.
Take it over.
No, wait a minute. If you're done, you had your hand up next, Dan.
She was talking of your disrespect by tapping her fingers. I feel disrespected by her attitude as a town, as a town citizen. So I just wanted to get that out there for you.
And sir, let me explain that. I'm very frustrated for my safety.
I'm
and
very
the town.
frustrated with the whole situation.
Oh, I
Watch
was.
Facebook.
That's, we can't let that argue.
That's it. No, Scott, sit down.
You disrespect my wife.
Scott, where's the cops at?
Come on, Scott.
Thank you, Dan. Are you finished, Dan? Ralph, you got the floor.
Where the control box is for your sewer?
Pardon me?
Where's the control box for your sewer on your building?
Don't have one, never have had one.
Why not?
Because the people that put the sewer line in, my ground is on my building. That's it. There's no place to put one.
What's that got to do with state law says we're within 300 feet of that sewer?
I would suggest you take that up with the people that did the work. That's all I can tell you.
How come you're the only guy in town gets that? Is that free? You don't have to pay a sewer bill.
I don't know. I would suggest taking it up with what, Braun, Longberger, and Neff, or whatever it was. I would take it up with that.
So where does your waste go? Just on the ground?
Yeah. Where's your waste go?
Still in that septic tank, I believe.
What's that thing?
The one I still use. I would suggest you taking that up with the contractors, the general contractor.
Actually, that's a town issue, and we're bringing it up,
Bring it up and pass it on, because that's where it says.
passing it on.
You can, I'm not. Huh?
I'm trying to get you was talking, Dave.
Sure, I hear you. Are you done, Ralph?
Well, I thought if you were within 300 feet, you didn't hook up and still had to pay, but apparently you're the one guy.
Oh, I did for 12, 14 years and never received a thing for it.
Why aren't you now? Like everybody else in town?
Are you done, Ralph? Thank you. Yes, sir. You don't live in town?
I have property in this town. I have property in this town. And I came in late, so I didn't know.
Just have him state his name and his address.
Okay.
Is he still the town marshal, or can I move back?
He is not the town marshal. That action was taken care of and addressed at a board meeting on the 29th. He has not been town marshal since January 1st. We are moving on.
Everything's good, no more people staying in campers in the police station and all that stuff? Is this what's started on this route? You know, because I did get ran out of town. I had to go to the lot, so I didn't know, I knew that there was people staying in campers in the police station. So, no, it's not because
Let him speak.
I do own property in this town. And I know the stuff that happened 4 years ago with this police station is affecting me being here, but I do have a right to talk at this meeting. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything that's done in this town. She's a wonderful person. She should have been out 10 years ago. She was a bobblehead for that dude, and everything that dude said, she said yes. It's a good thing Mr. Lane decided to take over her position and get something
I knew
done.
that.
It's as
But other
simple
than
as
that,
that. I don't care if people hate me or
just
not.
said inside the police department.
Can I move back?
You
It's
just
the
said
same
inside
amount.
the
That's
police
all I
department.
want.
You don't know what they
Folks, this don't matter. I can't even hear.
Hey, enough. Did you get your question answered? I did. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Brian Ryder.
Pardon me?
My dad lives in this town.
Do you live in this town, sir?
All my life.
Do you live in this town, sir?
His dad owns property in this town.
Just have him state his name and his address as a comment.
There you go.
My dad's Taylor. This is my dad's Taylor.
Okay. And who are you, sir?
I am Brian Ryder,
Okay.
and I've known you for many years.
Okay.
And what you've done in this town is corrupted it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to say this because I can't speak my piece. This cousin's an outsider. This cousin's an outsider. I live down south, but I've lived this town all my life. And my friend, I'm gonna tell you right now, you disrupted this town. And you disrupted it in the way you should have. It's all inside. I just want you to know, I just appreciate you because of you.
I didn't hear, you said I dissed something. I honestly didn't understand you.
I'm sorry.
I did not understand you.
He doesn't understand how those words are put in another language.
I am Vernon Driver.
I heard that, yeah.
Stan.
You're Dan's son.
Dan Driver. We built this town. You did not. You did not build this town.
Okay.
And what you've done in this town is disruptive, and I do not like it.
Understandable.
I'm done speaking.
Thank you for your comment. Yes, Jack?
I'm speaking as a taxpayer and a resident of this town, not as an ex-reserve or whatever the status is. There's a lot of good people in this town. They pay their taxes. They're proud of their town. We deserve better than we're getting from this board. We went through the last weekend with the police department locked up. There was no safety equipment available that we as taxpayers paid for. There was no one here, if there had been a call, to take that call. It's still locked up. There's no one out here. Now granted, if we call the sheriff's department, they're going to do what they can do, but it's going to take a while. And especially the way the roads were. We deserve better.
Thank you, Jack. Who's next? Bob?
Name's Bob Fessler. I've been a resident of this town since 1978 at least, and in the area since 1944. We're going through some confusing times for us as citizens, and apparently for you as board members. One of the things we're doing is getting rid of our town marshal, our chief of police, and I don't know, I would suppose, Bob, for you for instance, I'll ask you personally, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, how much negative feedback have you gotten from the citizens of this town about the actions and performance of duty of Sam Weist?
That the end of your question?
That's my question to
A
you.
lot, a lot.
A lot?
Yes.
How many is a lot?
Personally, I can speak for myself, and that's a lot.
Is a lot 10?
That's for me.
At least.
At least, okay.
At least.
Okay. So out of, what, 500? Almost, you got 10? Okay. Landis, how much feedback have you got from the citizens? Negative feedback that would warrant your actions.
We are going forward. That's it.
You don't wish to answer my question?
Oh, the question has been answered. It was addressed. It was voted on. We are going forward.
Strangely, I've sat
Period.
in most of these meetings and I've never heard you answer the question. Mike, how about you? Have you got hundreds of people giving you negative feedback?
I've gotten one person give me negative feedback.
Okay. Have you had people giving you positive feedback?
I've received quite a bit of positive feedback, yes.
Okay. And
I confirmed one of those
shook your
tonight.
head yes on that too, Bob.
Which you're saying negative or positive? Positive for the action that took place or negative for the action? I
Negative.
might have misunderstood.
Well, I think you did. Have you heard negative comments about the performance of his duties for
Yes.
Marshal Weiss?
Yes, to that question.
A lot of them?
Yes.
Whole bunch of them?
Yes, and
Have
I
you
have heard a lot the other way, yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Okay.
In fact, I've heard as many on that tonight as I have the negative, really.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. With all that in mind, is it a neutral stance on it, or is this all negative and we have to get rid of him, stuff like that?
I'd like to answer that.
Don't worry first.
The actions have been taken, decisions have been made. If there is any action to be taken in the future, there are other venues to handle it. It's that simple.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Would that incur additional cost in the town for representation and stuff like that?
Sure it will.
Okay.
But that's where we're at. We're going forward, period. It's done. It's a done deal.
That's a statement of your opinion. I don't know that it's a statement of truth or reality. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Anybody else choose to speak?
Right here.
Sure.
I know for a fact it will take the sheriff 45 minutes to get here for any emergency call. I caught someone breaking into Kim's house one night and morning, and we called the sheriff, and it took him 45 minutes to get here. We need someone in town, not someone from out of town. Jack, hello, this is Jack. Within 20 minutes, Jack.
We should take a poll of this town, how much police activity and who came first. I think so.
I know who paid for it. That's why I don't know.
Hey! Whoa. It's your speaking. I just don't want conversation. Hey, in the back, quiet down.
I just want the town people to know that without a sheriff or someone here, or reserve officers, it will take 45 minutes for the sheriff to get here. So if it's a life or death matter, you're probably going to be dead before the sheriff gets here. And I know that for a fact. You can ask him and Jack. And you can ask John Joyce if he was here also.
Just a minute. Are you done?
Yes.
Thank you for your comment. Yes.
I'm with you, I'm about 17 West Main Street. There have been multiple times that cars have blown the stop sign on the bus. Many times when my son's getting on. And it's coming down the road too, out of town. But my question is if my son is getting off the bus and there's no cops patrolling, who do I contact? Because once I did contact Sam, the second time, they had cops sitting right down at the liquor store. And they were following the bus. So who's going to be protecting my son when he gets off the bus and someone runs the stop sign? Do you have a town marshal put in place?
Let her finish.
Okay. Do we have a town marshal at this time?
Yeah.
No, we do not.
So why would we hire somebody before we already have somebody to take this place?
It's the process and the way you have to go about it in the state, if you want to know the truth. The reason we don't talk is because the state says you will not talk about personnel matters. We can't talk. It's that simple. Just a minute. It's that simple. We cannot talk about personnel issues. Done deal.
Do you have interviews put in place for hiring a new town marshal?
The process of starting a search for a new town marshal will be invoked this evening by advertising. And yes, we already have people that are applying. We will get to that in the most expedient manner possible, believe me. Thank you for your comment. Wait a minute, whoa. He speaks next. Who?
There's a lady back here in the corner that had her hand up several times.
My question was already answered.
Okay.
I don't know if we were going to replace somebody or if we were going to go without.
Sure. No, we're not going to go without another marshal. Surely not. Okay, Jack, then Rachel, you'll be next.
I take it then from what you just said, that before you even vote on this, you have made a decision since you're telling us you're going to advertise for a town marshal tonight. So that decision has been made, obviously.
Obviously, the 29th of last month.
I'm not sure what meeting that was made at, but, so all this talking is kind of a moot point, isn't it?
Catharsis. If it's pathetic and people want to talk, we're here to listen. As far as the situation of the 29th and the not continuing the contract with Mr. Wiest, yes, that's a done deal. We are going forward.
Okay, you're going forward.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Jack, are you finished?
I'm done.
Okay. Rachel?
Okay, I got a question then. You said that the first state you cannot talk about, you don't talk about your employment or your employees or whatever. Then why is it that you sent out a text? We may refuse to renew Sam's contract tonight. Bob is ready to make a motion. Do you think Mike will support? So there again, are you picking and choosing who you talk to? Are you picking and choosing who's in that group that hears it? The whole town should have heard this.
Okay, Mike? John, was that
You
not to
are
you?
wrong.
That was to you, wasn't it, John?
No. No.
Okay.
do that.
Yes. Yes. I sent it to the wrong person. Hold your attitude down. That was an intended message to go to John Reeder. Yes. It went to John Holmes, and John has dispersed it. Fine. Where does it say I can't talk to the town's lawyer?
Town board business has to be discussed in a town board meeting, not via phone, not via text, not via having coffee at the coffee shop.
1, 2, 3.
Were they all looking
Board
at this when
members.
you sent it?
No, they weren't. Is that all?
For now.
Okay. Thank you for your comment. Who's next?
I gotta say one thing.
Yes, sir.
Who you got plowing the roads?
Pardon me?
Who you gonna plow the roads?
That will be addressed this evening. There are 3 or 4, and then Mr. Reeder has some questions about some things.
Who plowed the 99?
Who was it?
You don't even know who's loud.
It's Charlie Moore.
Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore.
He's sitting right back
There he
there.
is, holding up his hand back there. And he done a heck of a job. He done a good job, Charlie. That one was on me. It was getting ready to snow, and Charlie called, and I told him to plow.
Any other comments?
I also had this one last thing.
Okay.
I do agree with her about the traffic down here. I don't know how many times in the past 12 years I've lived here up to reflect this with the bad traffic. It needs to be addressed. That was my main concern with this town, was the traffic going every which direction, and their shifts change, and buses pick up. And I've been down to reflect this numerous times. I've made reports numerous times. Last time I made a report, they threatened to throw me a bill. I went down there again. So she does make a valid point. The traffic in this town does need to be addressed. It's a critical issue. That was my turning point in this town. was the traffic. I live right there on the corner where I had one person come in and about hit my house, and there's never anybody controlling. That was my whole issue years back.
Let me see if I get your points correctly. You're talking about times during pickup and dropping off of the kids?
Yes, and the shift change reflects. Somebody can sit on Home Avenue, somebody can sit over here. It's horrible. It's horrible. The traffic on reflected. I've been up there so many times. The last time they threatened to lock me up, I'll be home.
One person at a time, folks. One person at a time. I'll look into it.
I've asked every council around here to do something about it.
We'll look into it, I guarantee you. Yes.
Well, I do know that people in reflectings have been warned about tickets because they get them all the time. on-
The people where?
At reflecting.
Reflectix, okay.
$1 million corporation here.
It's a business, right?
Those people get tickets all the time for speeding, but not now. Because they come in and tell. My husband knows who gets the tickets, but they
And I
they
do know they
sit out
sit
there.
on Home Avenue, and I do know they sit on Maple, because I leave my house around the corner. When I get to Maple, to turn left on 38, to go to work, they're sitting there too, because I've got to watch people to the side.
I know.
So I do agree they have them on the, well, we don't have that now.
I will look into that, because I didn't know it.
Just look into how many tickets have been wrote to reflect.
Where's he at? Richard Squire is there, has done more for keeping people down, slowed down it.
Landis, can I say just one thing?
Just a minute, Richard, just a
I don't
minute.
live in town.
I know that.
but I
Just a
would
minute,
like-
just a minute,
Be
just a
short.
minute. He's done more to keep the traffic slowed down than anybody I know of. And God bless him, because I sit up where I see him travel 50, 60 miles an hour down through here. And I've always expressed my opinionation, that's a good word. My opinion and appreciation for your services, Richard.
I appreciate that, Landis.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Now then, would anybody object to me letting Richard speak? No. Floor is yours, Richard.
Okay, thank you, Landis. I'll be very, very short. I am not here tonight dressed as a police officer or working as a police officer. I have a job in Indianapolis. I work out of the Indianapolis team for Total Security Management. We protect BMO Harris banks, the high-risk banks. We also protect executives from death threats. And my team is darn good at what it does. Today, the manager at the bank I was working today and last Friday commended me. I had to reject a 1096 on mental subject and did it real calm, real easy, so it did not upset the bank employees or the other customers. Back to what we're doing here, I'm not patrolling at the moment because I don't understand why. But last Tuesday night, a week from tonight, I fulfilled a subpoena with Edgewood Court on a speeding ticket that I wrote last May. The subject did not appear in court, was mandated, driving privileges. The driver and myself were both subpoenaed to court last Tuesday night. There was another conviction. This driver was convicted of speeding in and through Markleville. And I'm proud of that record. In the 13 years that I have worked in law enforcement, including 2 sheriff's departments, and here in Markleville, I take pride. I'm a traffic officer. I think I'm a darn good traffic officer. You speed anywhere in my jurisdiction and break traffic laws, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. And as of last Tuesday night, I'm still working. I'm in court. There was a conviction. I got home at 9 o'clock in the evening to have supper with my wife in the fight with her idiot cats. But anyway, thanks for letting me just clarify. Thanks.
Rick, did anybody tell you to quit volunteering as a reserve officer for Markleville?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And I did not quit.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Then we're not without pay.
And I want to continue working with Markleville.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love the people in this community.
Thank you.
My question is, why do you have volunteers?
I don't.
Why do you have volunteers? You
God
have
knows.
a set force in place, and now you have volunteers? Really? Seriously? There's no extent.
We've always had
There's nothing
volunteers.
to say about this.
We've always had volunteers.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean, no?
We've had one paid sheriff and the rest volunteers. How long you lived here,
I'm
Vernon?
wrong.
He don't know
All right,
shit.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who's next? Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Jack, I saw you first, then you, Rachel. Rochelle.
Okay. First of all, you do not have volunteers right now because you don't have a marshal. Without a marshal, you cannot have volunteers. You are not empowered to run a police department. It takes a marshal. That's where volunteer, as I am, our police powers come from. The marshal, not the town board. So you do not have volunteers.
Amen.
Thanks, I didn't know that.
He's wrong there. Thank you for your comment, Jack. Rochelle?
And to touch in on that, like he said, none of the volunteers quit. None of them did. He didn't fire, none of them quit. Locked the door, couldn't get in if they wanted to go help anybody anyway. even get to a car, couldn't get to anything they needed to begin with.
Right,
because
they go to the
you
lawyer.
locked the door.
Are you finished? Next. Somebody was over here, had their hand up.
I did.
Okay.
Bob, how long have you been on the board?
I think 12 years.
But you didn't know that if you didn't have a town marshal, you couldn't have a police department?
No, I did not.
That's
I thought you could, she asked me. I think that volunteers can volunteer anytime they want to. That was my opinion. I don't know. If I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so yeah.
Well, no, it's just, I would think it's the job of the town board, all three, to know the laws and what can be done.
I didn't know that was a law, I'll be honest with you. And I'm not sure it is. John there, he might be able to tell
Isn't
me.
that why John's here for the attorney to instruct you on this?
Exactly.
And no instruction's been done. So the townspeople are paying for attorney that's not instructing you the legal way. Just saying.
I'd like to reply to that part. He has given us a lot of legal advice. He has earned his money. He has earned his money since the last meeting. He has worked the issues. He is trying to work down through, put a plan in place to recommend that this is where we need to go. So he is earning his money. And I value him very highly because he's done it.
Well, I know, my mom liked it. My mom really liked it.
Well, I just
And all
want to
I would add, without getting into debate on what the legal issues are, just because people are able to give public comments doesn't mean that they are actually citing you what the law is in either. So before you go and believe what the law is, it's just, there's many things that we're working through. And I'll just leave it and let other people.
I just wanted to assure you that he is earning his money in his keep.
Thanks.
I'm Scott Rhodes, and you're saying the attorney gives you three advice on how to run your business? On how to take care of the town? That don't make any sense to me.
Legal.
Legal advice.
Then when people ask you questions, you don't want to say anything. Especially you ladies. You don't want to talk to anybody. It's like a hush-hush deal. We actually want to know what's...
Then I'd suggest you go to your state representatives, change the laws of the state, because that's what we have to live with. Do you think it's easy sitting in this seat? Think again. I got a lot of things I'd like to say, but I can't,
One question.
because that's the law.
Another question. When's the next election?
Oh, hey, do me a favor.
November.
Don't you worry.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Rochelle, you had a question?
Yeah, actually, I got one more comment. You sat up there and all of you both, all three were on what the rules, regulations, and laws are as far as our police department goes. I mean, what is this? Is it like you three got a game for Christmas and you played for 30 days and now all of a sudden you want to start reading the freaking instructions on how to do something? You don't even know how your police department runs. You don't know how the reserves run. You don't know nothing, but yet you're sitting up here, you know, making all these stupid decisions when you don't even know what you're doing.
We have not insulted you. Don't insult us.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for your comment. Are you finished?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Who's next?
So what are we to do until you make your decision on who will be our marshal?
We gotta go out.
Still Gulf County. So then if something happens, can I personally sue you and the town if there's any life-threatening thing? Because
You can sue anytime you choose to. I can't tell you not to.
advice, because I feel this town board is not protecting us as citizens. You can give your tickets and have the money, lose the money, because those tickets are given out to reflectors. But most importantly is my safety. And I'm not safe. I was no trespassing on time. You know, I gotta go back to the Wild West. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, if my life is in jeopardy, I'll die. Somebody's gonna have to pay.
See, Marcia, if I can, if a person lived,
My name is Marcia.
Marcia, I'm sorry. if somebody lives a half a mile west of you, they gotta call the sheriff anyway. So it's not like, there, my daughter lives out here on Pond Lily Road, she's gotta call the sheriff.
Mr. Weezy gets
But-
my house faster than.
But I mean, we've
Sheriff
been,
gets my house last winter.
But that's
10
not
minutes.
suck up in your
Hey,
back
Jim.
more.
Oh, no, Jim. Shut up. But let me explain that we're a little bitty corner thing here in the county, and if you're a half a mile north or a half mile south, you gotta call the county sheriff anyway. And they've done a pretty good job. I've seen the county cars around. And, but what I'm telling you is, it's only been a week, and we've got this process started. But, yeah, it's not like, you know,
So I have 3 more comments. I got 2 that want to speak. Ralph, you're next.
You guys know what malfeasance is?
Malfeasance. Sure do. Is that your comment? Okay, thank you. Yes, sir.
Justin Miller, live 103 East Main Street, right down here. Lived here all my life, literally. Some of these comments are getting a little out of hand. As a town, we need to come together and not just point fingers at these guys. And I know that they're making decisions, but when it comes down to it, we need to ask the right questions and not waste a bunch of time. I don't know exactly what the questions are, but I guess my question is, the meetings that you're having with the town's lawyer, are those minutes taken?
Yes.
Okay.
The executive meetings we've had and then the open call meeting we've had, yes.
Okay, and those will be available immediately today if I ask for them? Can I ask for?
Right there he is.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. The executive,
How long will it take for me to be able to get minutes to those meetings?
Executive minutes are not public knowledge.
The executive meetings are not public knowledge at all?
No. That's where the discipline, the personnel things are handled. Those are not supposed to be.
So all the meetings with the lawyers been within those executive meetings?
no, he's at every meeting. He's at our every meeting.
I understand that, but I'm saying the ones that you've had to make those personnel decisions have been in all the executive meetings.
yes.
That's,
And all the
message has
minutes
been
are
received.
taken.
Forgot
that's,
to shut it
yeah,
off.
those have got to be
Other
there.
than it makes the text message that was sent out to other people. Okay, and I guess a question for you, how quickly can people expect that if they ask for it?
You want to give me something in writing, I'll have it for you, but I don't have it.
I'm saying if I give it to you in writing tonight, how quickly could I have it?
I think I legally have 24 hours to turn those over to you.
Okay, good. That's all I have.
Thank you, Jason. Were you the one that called me the other day?
My brother.
Your brother, okay. I couldn't figure out which one of you it was. Thank you for your interest.
I have one more question for you guys.
Okay, then you're the last one.
You guys feel safe going to sleep tonight?
Without question,
I'm serious, that's a serious question.
without question.
I don't. I put new door locks on my house.
I'm just asking a serious question.
And I just gave you a serious answer.
You guys know what you did, and it is what it is. But I want you guys to know one thing. Those doors are open for everybody else to come in.
I don't understand your comment. Those doors are
Say
open.
that again.
Everybody else is going to come in, they're going to do their thing, and you have any law enforcement in place? No.
Are you trying to say something, sir?
I am
What?
trying to tell you something.
He's veiling the threats.
Can you sleep tonight knowing that you're going to be safe?
Oh, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you sleep tonight knowing you're
Certainly,
going to be safe?
certainly. I got Doug lives right behind me, and he'll protect me.
There's no reason to call me. None.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Are you going to sleep safe tonight?
Sure,
Okay. Cool.
certainly is that.
Okay.
Are you trying to say something?
No.
Relax. Relax. He's a moron. That will be the end of the comments, so we're going to go ahead with the town board meeting. Now, We will relax for a few minutes because I know everybody's really anticipating. Huh?
You guys ready?
I doubt if anybody wants to sit in on a boring board meeting. But if you want to, you're more than welcome. Let's go with the first. Yeah, Mr. Wilson, what's up?
Sam is still the head of sewer, right?
Correct.
And what other?
Roads and streets and environmental.
Now, to do his job, he has to have access to the computer that's in the police system. How
Okay.
can you do that? Can you change the lock?
If he will call me, I will make sure that access to the building is open. We will mutually agree and have an unbiased third party present, and yes, it'll be open. That's not hard to do.
Is that going to have to be every time that it's
In this period,
Until we get to Newtown.
until we get to Newtown Marshall, in this period of flux, yes. Yeah. Well, glad to do it, not a problem.
Isn't he on sick leave right at the moment?
I have no idea.
You're the town board president.
I'm not
I think you have to share
the
it.
I'm not the one that takes care of the insurance paperwork. I know that they're expired today. I've read the letter. To the best of my knowledge, he should be back in his capacity.
In the box, there's a new letter.
Well, huh? Sure, come right ahead. What do we got here, John?
It's the note from the doctor that he's really off until like the 17th. I think this is the 17th.
Give me your glasses, John. Continuance of sick leave.
So
Yeah.
it's a continuance? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
He's on workers' comp. He's on workers' comp. Workers' comp. If you got hurt on the job, they automatically move on
Is he
workers'
covered
comp.
by comp though? Is he covered by comp?
I can't hear you.
Is he covered by workman's comp?
Yeah, we got workers' comp. That's right in the contract. Sure. Town has. Sure. All he's got to do is go to the doctor and get his report, turn them in, and that's what he's done.
Okay.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was there. They said covered it.
Okay. I need a motion on the minutes. Have you had a chance to read Mike?
That's why I'm reading the minutes right now.
29. I did have a comment about the cell phone.
You had a chance to read it, Mike. I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from the December the 8th meeting. I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from the December 8th meeting.
You
I'll
second?
second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All those in favor signify by aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes passed. Financial report.
Attached, you will find the financial report, turn to the third page, that will be more of a easier read for you. We did receive our tax draws on the 21st, to let you know. That was what the major receipt was for the month of December general fund. Normal expenditures, some transfers that occurred, year-end things. Ending balance in the general fund right now is $158,557.75. Motor vehicle highway, $25,699.65. Local road and street, $14,131.56. Local law enforcement ed, $2,369.45. Little capital improvement, $13,558.58. Rainy day fund, $3,720.89. Riverboat, $19,075.90. Paper franchise, $25,513.24. Fire protection, total of those funds equal $330,564.35. Sewer operating and maintenance combined, $81,006.25. Sewer bond and interest, $19,401.09. Police equipment, $20,707.65. Community building savings account, $477.80. Park donation fund, $26,543.29. Food beverage Memorial Square, $5,829.60. Food beverage town hall, $2,840.08. Far right column, you see the bank's ending balance difference shown, but there's outstanding checks, obviously. Other than that, the disbursement of the tax draw is the biggest thing that we got. So other than that, no abnormal activity.
Street report? Nobody here? Parks report, where you at, Wayno? There he is.
The first Saturday of January, Jamboree Committee went to Indianapolis. They have some business down there, and we're starting to plan the 2015 Jamboree. So the Parks Department, since we have a good crowd here tonight, the Parks Department meets on the third Monday of every month. We'll be planning the 2015 Jamboree. That starts now, and will continue. As far as the park goes, probably not much going on at the park this time of year. It's a little cold.
Excuse me,
But,
did you get the electrical issue taken care of down there?
no, I didn't. That was the town council decision. I thought they had it.
Do you know that was taken care of?
Wayne, where them kids broke all them locks off, did we get all that taken care of?
The guy used to be the reserve. Wayne Sexton fixed those, and Mark got the bill, hopefully paid it.
But it's all,
Yeah, it's good.
Locked.
We haven't had any more trouble. I think maybe since we got the paper, we haven't had any more trouble.
yeah.
We still got some work to do.
See any good stuff?
Yeah, that's got a good idea.
Good.
That's a good idea.
Environmental, nobody here. Sewer report, nobody here. Attorney's report.
No report.
No report. This is going to be short and sweet. Planning Commission.
I think that Rick was going to speak tonight on the electrical issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, estimates.
It's all yours, Rick, if you want to.
There was a bid posted for the remainder of the seat to be done. The greatest hazards that were existing after the electrical hazard that had neglected. Other work that needs to be done, read up codes. The bid was put out, 2 people contacted me, and then hit Mark, and I gave him a copy of what they need to do. Have it here. And they claimed that they needed to bring the bid to it tonight. At the meeting tonight, they were going over bids.
Did you receive any, Mark?
And I don't see either of them here.
Okay, it's still safe then.
Still up in here, sounds like. It's still up in here.
It's still the initial work that was done by the electricians was to cover all safety code violations on the park. There was a fair amount of rewiring and things that needed to be done to bring it to code. That has all been accomplished. Now then, there's more work to be done, but it's not, it's not a severe problem now. It's, exactly. Everybody's safe. That's what it amounts to now. Yes, sir.
Is there any way you guys could get a speaker system in there so we
Yeah.
can hear you back here? I mean,
I hear you.
Can't understand the word.
Well, the reason we're here tonight is because we wanted to have an opportunity for people to speak. Didn't foresee that one. Sorry. So none of the guys are here, Rick? We'll just carry that on to next month then?
What are you carrying on? I didn't hear.
We have some minor electrical work needs to be done out at the park. And the guys that were submitted to bids didn't show up. But it is safe. It has been, the dangerous stuff has been rectified. Planning Commission. Comments by citizens. Unfinished business.
Yeah, we need to do something about
Oh,
the,
snow.
Snow, yeah.
John, you had some points on snow.
Yeah, you,
The bids, you need to publish again the fact that the town, I know it was mentioned at the meeting, but it needs to be published as far as the fact that you're accepting additional bids for snow plowing.
Oh, that's sweet. So in other words, we publish it in the paper and take more bids.
Well, I mean, it was announced and word was spread, but I don't think it was published as far as to allow it to be in the paper. If I'm wrong, it can be stated corrected on that.
Was it published, Mark, to the best of your knowledge?
No, after that meeting, it was not discussed.
Okay.
we only got one member from Frankton or
Yeah.
somewhere.
I move that we publish it.
Let's publish it.
Move that we publish it. Let's get it
We
out
need to get
there.
it published.
Yeah, go ahead and do it again.
We've got some bids over here now, so.
Yeah. Anything else unfinished?
I guess what about the original bids that were put in?
There was one original bid that was put in from a guy in Frankton. We deemed